So perhaps I'll just work with little snippets. It's a bug in the live stream. Sometimes when I render it, it just flips and goes horizontal, and then you can only see this much. So I'm going to do little snippets, and then it's going to be easier to, you know, if something fucks up, I can just delete it. But at any rate, that's good. So then I can just, when I've learnt a new skill, or I've you know, because sometimes I jump the gun a little bit. I sort of conceptualize something, and then I kind of got an idea of what it is, but I'm not there yet. You know, I've got the basics of it, but I can't do the thing that I'm conceptualizing, you know, yet. And sometimes it's higher than, or it's more subtle than just conceptualizing. It's almost like receiving. Actually, you have to be open to receive the thing that you want to achieve, I guess. So I have to be open to achieve the thing, open to receive the thing I would like to achieve, and then just create a space for that. Just create a space for that, and maintain the parameters for that, for me to start to embody that that skill, or that you know, that set of qualities in different parts of the body. Sometimes it's actually that it's not just embodying one quality, it's that, you know, the ankles need a certain quality, the knees need a certain quality, the hips need a certain quality, the, you know, tailbone needs a certain quality. Up here there needs to be a certain quality. You know, the neck, this part has a certain quality, right? But there is a way in which it all comes together, which is just one thing, and basically sort of evaporating away into a no thing. It's that empty. It's an empty space where you release into and embody all those rates of change. Perhaps that is a little bit like the Buddhist distinction between the self and the no-self. So there's two different schools of Buddhism. There are the self and the no-self. The true self, that you know, you do have a true self that you know, you would like to connect with and bring out, and then the other one, which is the no-self, which is that no, there is no self, because every level of self is changing into another level of self, essentially, or there is that kind of some interaction like that on between different levels of the body, essentially, right? So if I can go up one level, then I just become aware of the next level. So at any rate, I think an opening is pretty cool. Perhaps like a karate or aikido the zazen that they do before the class, and essentially after the class as well. To commence and to conclude, which is essentially entering into this void, entering into this stillness within all of the different processes and movements and frequencies and vibrations and thoughts and feelings, sensations. But within that is pressure mediated out this waveform that comes up through the body. So if we know what to look for, how to release into that, how to adjust the outside of the container of that empty force, then it starts to come up from the perineum up through the body, and it inflates through the whole body. But everything will start to move, and then add the breathing to that, and the whole body becomes a charging, and not discharging, but charging and expanding, essentially. So that's just some things that may start to happen, but just like if you're familiar with like Vipassana meditation, or pretty much any Buddhist meditation practice, there's essentially a process between everything, which you're becoming more in tune with, which itself is not a thing. It's just a higher state from which to observe everything. And there are some levels, above that as well. So that's a little bit deep into it, but essentially, the start and to conclude, a karate class or aikido, they often do this. They often do this zazen. So, and the question then, what is the training method of that zazen to use that zazen to enter into that what's the method? It's of course the breathing. So then what can we do? We can say, okay, perhaps we'll inhale so that we're all inflated, and we can all see that each other is inflated, and then exhale, follow it out, 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 follow it down. Comes up, and then we can immerse ourselves into this waveform, and go with it, and feel the whole body start to massage itself from the inside out with this dynamic wave pattern that we are. Is the more we let go into it, the more movement born from relaxation. Then we let go into it, and we find this upward rising force within that, and then, but at the same time, we're letting go. There's one we're letting go that's coming down, and the other one is coming up. But And in the start, we have to distinguish yin and yang. We have to inhale, okay, and exhale, and follow density, follow it down, 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 mind going down, 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 fully exhaled, and then let go, inhale, coming up, coming up, coming up, mind becoming more aware, more heightened sense of alertness, ready to spring. Goes up, 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 up to the top, and then relax, down, 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 more, deeper, 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 deeper. And as I follow the density, dynamic changing field, down, 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 I push the air out, follow it down, follow it down, follow it down, gets to the bottom, and then let go. And let the inhale, inhale, inhale. And again, inflate it up here, and then I let it go. So a little bit like a lava lamp. That one's coming up, 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 and then slowly it runs out of heat or energy, and then it gets colder and flows down, 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 colder, cold, cold, colder, colder, colder. And then slowly the heat rises up, 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 up the back. That uprising, empty uprising force, sort of a magnetic gravitational quality. So we can do this as a training method, you know, just like with any training method, you know, let's say we, you know, okay, now, you know, you punch me and I, you know, and I need to find the right angle to come up. I need to be aware of what angle you're using, and then we refine it, and we refine it, and we refine it, and we refine that technique until we each develop our own essence of that, you know, of that technique. And of course, using that technique has to be in the technique. Using that technique, you know, realistically has to be in the method. Otherwise, there is no real there's no challenge. There's no real way to have any kind of trial and error type process that's going to get you there. So that's the same with our developing this art form is developing this very, very, very subtle fields, very subtle levels of the anatomy, very subtle perhaps like this is better. This way I'm more self-contained. Yeah, not like this. No, not worshipping anything, just, and I'm still aware. And from here, I raise up, and follow it back up. I'll try it again. Yeah, keep stretching. It's important. With this dynamic stretch, I need to find the counterweight. I need to be aware of the counterweight. But the counterweight is, it's dynamic and changing, just like both sides, the whole body. Trying to open more, not necessarily just stretching, but allowing the stretch to open the body. So if you stretch too much, then the body pulls itself closed again. Those structures pull themselves closed again. So I have to let every part open and just let the weight stretch it, and don't add anything to it. Otherwise, it's counterproductive to the way that we would like to train the muscle fibers and the tendons, ligaments, the bones, everything. The way we would really like to train that. But at any rate, stretching is important. Stretching is very, very important.